Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is Italian chocolate cream cake. It's a relatively easy recipe. I think the hardest thing to do, and it's really not difficult, is to beat your egg whites. And I went ahead and done them ahead of time because you're going to be using 5 eggs that you're going to separate. And so you'll take your 5 whites of the egg, and then I used my whip and just really beat them. As you can see, the peaks that are in this, okay? And I did that ahead of time to save some time for the video, so we'll set that aside for the moment. So we'll get started by putting in a 1/2 cup of butter. I've cut it up into small pieces. It's much quicker to cream that way. We'll get that creamed. Now, once that's all broken up, what you're going to be adding is a 1/2 cup of solid shortening, okay? Let me just get, that out of there, okay. And we'll put that 1/2 cup of shortening, and now we'll beat together the butter and the shortening. Okay, now what I'm going to start adding in slowly is granulated sugar. So you're going to need 2 cups of granulated sugar to the butter and the shortening. And that shouldn't take you very long at all. Okay. Now I'm just going to clean the sides of my mixing bowl here a little bit and get to the bottom and then turn it on just for a few more seconds here. Now you'll want to beat this till it becomes quite smooth and very light, okay? But I'm going to move it along due to the video. Okay, the next thing you're going to use are those yolks that we talked about, the eggs in the beginning. There are 5 of them, okay? So one of mine has broken, as you notice, and we're going to just beat one in at a time till it's blended. So that's 3 of them. And now the 5th one went in. And again, you want to beat it so it's all together, nice and smooth, and very fluffy, okay? So we're going to just beat that for a couple more seconds here. Okay. And it will look very buttery like that and very light, okay? And what we're going to do next is work on our dry ingredients. So you're going to use 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. You're also going to be putting in a 1/4 cup of unsweetened baking cocoa. That was 1/4. Okay. You're going to be putting in a teaspoon of baking soda. And then with a spoon, I'm just going to just stir that in a little bit. Not going to be too fussy with it, just get it mixed together a little bit here. Okay, and we're going to alternate with a cup of milk. So we'll put a little bit of dry in with the wet and then add the milk and so on and so forth, okay? So we're going to start off with some flour in there, with the dry ingredients, and then a little bit of milk. And as you see, we're just going to keep alternating them till we use them all up. Okay? I'm going to raise my speed. I'll try to keep it my speed down a little bit due to the sound for you. Okay, that's the rest of it dry. And now I'm going to raise my speed. I want to warn you about the sound. I'm just going to remove my paddle and my bowl. Try to get off some of the excess here. Okay. There we go. All right, and we'll set that aside. Like that. All right, and now I'm just going to make sure that everything's combined, checking the bottom of my mixing bowl. Okay, and the batter should look like that. It is quite light and fluffy. I don't know if you're able to see that or pick up on that or not, but it really is, and it has that great chocolate smell to it, okay? All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in a cup of sweetened coconut. So I'm just going to put that all in there. Now if you want to put nuts in, traditionally I do use pecans, but I'm making this cake for somebody that cannot eat nuts. You can use 2/3 of a cup of chopped pecans or any choice of nut that you really prefer. And we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm just going to fold this in by hand with my spatula. Okay. And that doesn't take very long at all. And then we're going to now start folding in a little at a time our egg whites. I'm just going to try to gently fold them. I'm going to try to drop them as close as I can to the bowl because I don't want to lose the air in it. So just fold it in, but you do have to mix it. You don't want to beat it and take that air out, but I like to do just a little at a time. And fold it all in. All those nice peaked egg whites. Okay. Now you're going to need 3 8-inch round pans. I heavily grease mine and then I dust them with flour. I just still have a little bit of folding to do here. It's not quite all put together the way it should be. And I think this should do it. Again, you want to be so careful not to, you know, over mix that because you want this cake to come out nice and light. All right, so we've got 3 pans ready to go that are greased and floured, okay? And I'm going to just pour some of the batter in this one. And then make sure that you're, you know, that it's equal, okay? Now, you're going to bake this cake at 325 degrees, a little bit lower temperature than usual for a cake. And it's going to take you about 30 minutes to come up at 325. Now, when they come out of the oven, you know, as usual, you want to put them on a cooling rack before, you know, you release your cake, okay? I don't even tap my pans or anything when I make this cake because I really want to keep that air in it. Okay, we've got a little bit more here. I try not to even them out too much, because I don't like disturbing the batter. So just gently level them out. And I just want to get just this tiny bit more out of there. Okay? All right, and use your toothpick or your cake tester to know when the cake is properly baked. Okay? And I'm going to just rinse my hands very quickly here. And I'm going to show you what this 3-layer Italian chocolate cream cake comes out. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can tell how tall that the 3 layers are. I went ahead and I put a chocolate frosting over it. You can use chocolate cream cheese frosting on it. I have several frostings and icings for cakes and cookies on my channel. Some are very easy to make, some that you have to cook on the stove. There's just so many to choose from, or use your favorite frosting recipe that you have. But do check them out. Also, if you're looking for an Italian sponge cake, I have that on my channel, and I also have an Italian cream cake. This is actually the first chocolate cream cake that I'm putting on. So I do have other nice Italian cake recipes, and many more, because I think I'm over 500 recipes now on my channel. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut into that.